Let it go, God, girl. Let it go. When me send you a talk, you go do. Go fi run. Big up yourself.
Big up your my girl. Yes, we are taking
Yes, man, me talk to my granddaughter. And she say, Mama, pray for me. And me say, it is on, baby. Me pray for my grandpitney them all the while. Yes. And me tell her, say, you see, when you go to Tokyo, don't ring your mouth and don't cry. For God is there. There's a bulb in my granddaughter and it's Jesus Christ. So who want rejoice, rejoice. Who no want rejoice, that's for them business. All them go do, go vex with God. Don't vex with my granddaughter.
And 200 meter coming up.
It a come hot on this. Hot on this. A God me say every time.
Coach Francis, Lane Thompson, gold medalist again at the Olympics. 10.6.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Thank you.
Almost perfect. But you're working it.
Well, I was about to ask you your thought about that 10.61, but I think I got my answer here. You think it's almost perfect?
Well, at the time, it was the execution.
What was your concern or disappointment?
I think she was a bit hesitant at the start, but you know, the middle part was as I had wanted it to be.
As our coach, how are you feeling about this performance, though, from a personal, emotional perspective?
Well, I mean, I won many of them, and I think this is the fourth one, and you know, it's obviously satisfying, but sometimes, you know, we don't really spend much time looking back, you know, try and see how we can get on in the future.
She celebrated early. You are not pleased with the technique. Just how fast?
No, I'm pleased with the technique for the most part. Yeah.
Just how fast do you think she can go in the future?
I'm not one to do the time predictions, but I mean, it was a minus 0.6 headwind, so who knows? I don't know if she'll get these kind of environments again, but we'll see.
What's the outlook for the 200 meter for her now? I know, again, with the injury, sorry to keep bringing it up, but going around the curve, you know, that might be a problem. What are your thoughts on readiness for the 200?
Well, let's say that my expectations are the same as they were for the 100 meters.
2 months ago, or probably a month and a half, I didn't think I would be here today. And I have my composure. I believe in myself. I believe in God. And I must say that the team around me is very strong. I get that support. And I believe in myself. Just continue to work hard. I didn't expect it to run this fast, even though I felt great during the rounds. But I know sometimes the finals may, you know, the nerves. But behind this 10-6 there was a lot of nerves. And I said, you can do this. You've been here before. Just execute.
Given the issues you've had over the last few months, the Achilles acting up and everything else, just how special is this one, especially when you compare it to the last Olympics?
This is really special, like super special. And I have to share it with my brother, Omar McLeod, because he's not here today. This one is for him and my husband, as of course, because they're like brothers. They support me, because my husband is like a brother as well, because he has been in the sport before, he knows what it feels like to struggle. But behind this 10-6, it takes a lot. I knew I could have run that from like 2016, but I think I celebrated early too much. And I know one day it would come, hopefully. I feel good, but there's no more words. I've never run this fast, so it hasn't fully soaked in yet. So probably a month later, I can see what it feels like.
Is there any special feeling, you know, sharing the podium with your fellow Jamaican women?
Yes, because I remember 2008, I was home. Not even an athlete like myself here representing, and I was super excited for them, and to be in that history mark is amazing. We're amazing.
God first, my girl, never